Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, and all his glory out in my lab where I do what I do for you. A little nippy out here, so I had to put the jacket on, but I'm ready. Let's do it. Right thinkers, writers 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message and story for life. I got a good one for you today. All life lessons. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Get to know yourself a little bit better. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline on a daily basis will help and guide you to obtain your goal of obtaining spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission. That's my goal for all right thinkers to get to know who they are. So I asked the question to let you know this is what you need to be working on personally. It is personal. Know thyself. Very personal. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. It's okay. A person who knows not knows that they know not. It's simple. I can teach you. Tune in. That's why I do what I do. It's for you. I got you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual alarm clock, the knowledge of self to awaken you to yourself. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And Tamaya, be true. There you go. My girl with the balance. You got to have everything in the world structured on order. Balance. Let's go. Today, for this is my Christian family, I guess. Well, let you understand, I have a concept of what y'all call right thinkers. Let's talk about the kingdom of heaven. You know where's that? I say it's in you. I hear y'all say that. So let me give you a breakdown why I say the kingdom of heaven is within you and me. Okay? The kingdom of heaven is a state of mind, first of all. Understand that. The right thinking philosophy teaches you how to reach that state of mind with knowledge of self. Again, the memory is like a sleep. Spirituality had to be taught. I'm the alarm clock. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to wake you up spiritually. It's a mind thing. The kingdom of heaven, the spirit realm. Spirituality is where I teach the concepts, esoteric meaning, subliminal messaging, psychological mythology. All these concepts are all theological concepts, whatever you want to call them. They're concepts based on spiritual truth handed down from ancient times. Not made up, not come up, no. These are just stuff that I've mastered over the years of studying. That's why I teach what I teach. I'm not a preacher, so I can't preach the Bible. If I was teaching the biblical, I would be a preacher. I'm a teacher, not a preacher. I teach concepts and views that, if understood and practiced and principles you can live by, that's what help y'all become the best you spiritually. Live spiritual discipline should take you to the next level of being a better you. That's what it's about. There you go. Now the kingdom is your higher self. Below the waist, lower nature. Above the waist, I say from neck up, is right thinking philosophy. Why? Because it's all about thinking. That's why. But you got to keep the heart in there, all right? Now, the kingdom is your higher self. That with right thinking philosophy, you will be able to reach that level of what they call nihas, or aka spiritual awakening. That's my goal for all right thinkers, to awaken to themselves spiritually. The kingdom, aka being blissed out spiritually, aka enlightened, is your goal in life. You want to reach that state where you and God are one. You have to consciously know that. I call it being God conscious. They call it Christ consciousness. Don't make a difference. When you know God, you can call it whatever you want. Just like you can call God whoever you want. Still one. All right? Supreme being, the one, the absolute, the all, amen, whatever you want to call it. All right, watch this. The kingdom, aka, which is Christhood, Haruhood, anointed, or becoming what? Spiritually enlightened, aka Nihas. That's done through daily practice of doing the right thing in his sight. That's why you get rewarded that way. All right, here you go. Now, to know thyself is to know the kingdom is within you. Knowledge of self tells you that. You reach that level by obtaining knowledge of self. Let's go. Right thinking philosophy will give you the knowledge you will need to what? Know thyself. That's the creed that was handed down to us from ancient Egyptians. It works. I don't do the blood of Jesus, but I said knowledge of self works. How about that? Right thinking philosophy is master. If master, watch this, you will have reached spiritual heaven, God consciousness, aka know thyself. Having full knowledge of self, total control over your emotion, your ego, the self, hence mastery of self, hence know thyself. That's what you want to be while you're here. Life is a whole different ball game when you know who you are. You set the rules, play by your own. The phrase, if you know yourself, you know God, and vice versa. Ancient times, not biblical. It goes way back, way back. Okay, that's the whole concept. To know yourself, you need to know God, and to know God, you know yourself, because the work you have to do to make that happen, either way you cut it, it's still gonna come out the same way. That's why. I live in spiritual realm, aka right thinking, heavenly state of being. I'm aware of who I am. I'm in total control of who I am and what I do. Are you? It's a question you need to ask yourself. All right. When you know yourself, again, that's the question you have to ask yourself. You know you're in heaven, spiritually, mentally. It's a state of mind. The body will never reach heaven. I think that is, not physical. And he told you that, okay? The kingdom of heaven lies within. You reach the seventh round, the chakra, the crown chakra. You know you. You are spiritually enlightened. You know yourself. Heaven is having knowledge of self, aka God. Right thinking philosophy teaches you spiritual knowledge, giving you the aspects to round out your personality so you can be the best you can be, so you can know yourself completely. Not just the good stuff. You gotta go to the dark night, the dark magician, the dark night of the soul, whatever you want to call it, but you're going to have to evaluate you. Heaven, that state of mind you reach with knowledge of self. Don't make a difference if you're a Muslim, Christian, Jew, whatever. When you follow the tenets that laid out to get you where you need to be, that's how it's done. The ancients had a way too. That's the way I use. That's what I'm transferring to you. There's more than one way. I have mine. Men and women are to become God-like through what? Right thinking, righteous living, and doing the right thing daily. There's some benefits in that. Not monetary, but there are benefits. I'll leave that with that. Daily practice of right thinking philosophy, which is what I do, will help you obtain. What is that? Will help you obtain to reach heavenly state of mind. I'm giving you the things that will help you reach that state of mind within yourself so that you can be blissed out, you can be anointed, you can know yourself with knowledge, not belief. The kingdom, aka heaven, is a mental thing. Right thinking way of life is based on a mental aspect. Thinking. Sorry about that. All right, here you go. We'll wrap it up for you. We're almost done. I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you understand where the kingdom is. When I get done, there should be no doubt where the kingdom is. All I think is how you get there. I know that too. That's why I do what I do for you. You are God's, even if you're ignorant to that fact. If you're living and breathing, the spirit that gives you the ability to do that is God. So whether you believe it, understand it, make a difference, that's what it is. We are gods in flesh. That makes us human. Without the knowledge of self, we're just ignorant of ourselves. And until you get that knowledge because it's there, that's called getting the truth and living a life based on truth. Knowledge of self is truth. The kingdom is still within you, even when you're ignorant of it. Again, kingdom ain't went nowhere. You have to rise. If you don't know yourself, aka God, you still God. You're still God, just ignorant. You're human. Human means not knowing who you are. So we all human beings start out that way. When you get enlightened, you become an enlightened being. You become rise up. Yeah, you become God-like in human form. Why? Because you know who you are. We are born human to become God-like if you learn what? Your life lessons, aka right thinking philosophy, or the ancients called it Maya. They haven't got a name, She Top Netta. Whatever group, whatever organization, group of people who take that truth and use it and further it on. I picked it up now, the ball's in my hand. I call it right thinking. Sorry about that. You got this stuff. I got to control up in here. All right, here you go. If you're a right thinker, you will learn who you are. God. I love saying that. All right, wrapping up for you. Appreciate you tuning in. Reaching the kingdom of heaven is knowing thyself. Let me tell you why. All right. I live in the kingdom of heaven daily by knowing myself and having mastery of myself. I'm right where I need to be. Are you? When you reach that knee house, aka become spiritually enlightened, you're in the kingdom of heaven within yourself. That's where it is. It ain't out there. It ain't up there. Realize that and you'll be better off. The kingdom of heaven, is all mental and spiritual concepts. Heart, mind, coherence. I'm playing the kingdom game now. We still, same metaphor, same concept. Why? It don't change. Knowing yourself, you can slice it any way you want. You can analyze it any way you want. You can go up with mythology concept, any one you want, and still come out to, you got to put the work in to be the best you can be. Like me. The lifestyle I live is different when you know yourself to be God. You walk different, talk different, you act different. You know yourself, so you can be yourself. I'm so glad I can be myself every day, wherever I go. Don't make a difference. It's all about right thinking with me. That's my thing. That's what I like it. I know the kingdom of heaven is within me because I'm a master right thinker, and that's what I want you to be. Master yourself. I can help you out. Stay tuned. I got more for you. You know the kingdom at now?